Welcome back to The Man in the Middle. I'm your host, Bill West. Today we're going to do a special edition of The Man in the Middle for the kids. A couple of days ago, my wife was on a video call with a couple of her colleagues, and in the background, there happened to be some kids who saw some of my collection, and they really wanted to know more. So today we're going to do a topic that really excited the kids, Godzilla. Godzilla first started in 1954 with the Japanese movie Gojira, which we translated when it came to America as Godzilla. The name took, and this was the first Godzilla. This is from I believe NECA or NECA. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced, but one of their vinyl figures of the 1954 Godzilla. In that movie, Godzilla died, killed by an oxygen destroyer, but you can't keep a good monster down, so he came back and Godzilla raids again. I'm not quite sure if I have a Godzilla raids again version, but you'll see as we go on that Godzilla keeps changing. Oops, there went a cat. Movie to movie to movie, they change the design, sometimes in subtle ways, sometimes in more drastic ways. And we'll see this as we go on. I have little Godzillas, all the way to big Godzillas. This one is from the new, yet to be released Godzilla vs. Kong. It was supposed to be out this year, but because of the pandemic, it had to be pushed back to next year. I'm really looking forward to it. This was the movie that I really wanted to see this year. I love this version of Godzilla. It's the same version that was in Godzilla and Godzilla King of the Monsters, just subtly changed. But I really love this version of Godzilla. You'll see me going in and out of the picture to pull up a creature or something. Godzilla, like I said, Godzilla started in 54. I was born in 64, so I've been pretty much a Godzilla fan most of my life. I'm not quite sure which came first for me, whether it was Gamera, the flying turtle. There was actually a flying turtle named Gamera, or Gamera. It's not quite sure on the pronunciation of that one, but Gamera was more kid-friendly, I would say, than Godzilla was. Godzilla, in the beginning, was a bad guy. He was upset when the Japanese or somebody was playing around with nuclear weapons and woke him up, and so he went on a rampage and smashed through Japan. And after that, some movies he was a hero, some movies he was a villain. Some movies he was just a force of nature. He was like a tornado or a hurricane. There was no real reason for him to be doing what he was doing, except that's what he does. So, in the last couple of movies, he was portrayed more of a hero. He defeated the Mutos. He defeated in his first movie, or his first American movie. And the second movie, Godzilla King of the Monsters, he went to fight King Ghidorah. And I'm not sure if he's supposed to be a hero or the villain in Godzilla vs. Kong, since we don't know anything about it yet, except we have some of the action figures. Through his 36 movies, he's had quite a bit of friends and enemies that come along. I'm not sure I have everybody with me right now, but let's show some of his allies. King Caesar. He was based upon an Okinawan deity. Supposedly, that's how the movie had it. Mothra has been a long time companion of Godzilla in and out of the American movies. I believe that this design of Mothra came from Godzilla King of the Monsters, the last American movie. And she was definitely a good guy then. She sacrificed herself to power up Godzilla so he could destroy uh, King Ghidorah. Uh, Speaking of Ghidorah, three-headed dragon, also called Monster X from outer space. He's been in both the original Godzilla from Japan and he was in Godzilla King of the Monsters, the last Godzilla movie here in America. I believe this is more based on the Japanese rendition, though. Trying to put everything right so I can see what I've done. Here's another Godzilla. I want to say destroy all monsters. I'm not quite certain though, but this does have that sort of. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. This is the original 1954. This is the. I want to say destroy all monsters. Sort of goofy looking. Maybe Godzilla raids again. But for a while, his design was really. I mean, it kept the gray skin, the flanges on the back, that goofy looking face. So another one of the villains. This is Mecha Godzilla. I believe this is Mecha Godzilla 1. This was created by humanity in the hopes of defeating Godzilla. Their thought was, it takes one to destroy one, so they built their own. Gigan, Deep Space. I believe this version of Gigan is from Godzilla Final Wars. At one time, he actually had claws that grew out. They replaced them with bionics and a saw in his chest. He has a laser right on top of right under this horn here. There's a little laser eye. I think it was a neat addition to the film. At one point, I don't have Biolante here, but in Godzilla versus Biolante, there was some of Godzilla's cells were sent out into outer space. This was the result. This is Space Godzilla. He's more crystalline. You can see the crystals growing off his shoulders, more off his back. Actually, they look more like, you can actually see, if my camera can pick it up, I think it's the white level is too high, but there's actually crystals growing off his back where the other one had the fins. After Space Godzilla came Destroyer. Destroyer actually killed Godzilla, and his son took on the powers and the mantle of Godzilla. So that would be 3 times or twice now that Godzilla died, supposedly in the movies. Like I said, I'm just trying to. I'm not quite sure which Godzilla this is. Once I take him out of the box, I'm pretty much useless of remembering. I think they're just cool. I like having them around. Already shown you Destroyer. This was one of the later designs. I'm not sure if this is 2000 Godzilla vs. Vigorious or Godzilla vs. Final War or Godzilla Final Wars. Very cool. One of the really nice things was the purple highlights on this. Now I have another. This Godzilla is based on Godzilla vs. Kong. It's very much like the bigger one I showed you. It's that same massive design, but it's on 6 inches. But it's basically the same one. Let me see. They're basically the same Godzilla. I don't like that picture. I don't like seeing the screw holes there. There we go. I mean, look. I mean, there's the difference. Whee! Now, in 19 or 19 in 2016, the Japanese decided if America can do a Godzilla, we can do one too. So they totally redesigned Godzilla. This is called Shin Godzilla. Uh, I'm not a fan. I think his hands are too small. I don't like the where it looks like the skin has been torn or beaten. I don't like the the, the inside showing. But it's a Godzilla, so just because just to keep the collection, I have a Shin Godzilla. It, I do display it. I try not to be biased about it, but I don't like the design. Do I have anything else? Oh, I'll be right back. This is a revamped Mecha Godzilla. I think this is the third or fourth. It's, if I recall correctly, it's actually based off after Godzilla died in Godzilla vs. Destroyer. They built this body around it, making it actually more of a cyborg. But, I'll be right back again. Uh, I also have some Godzilla books. Uh, this is not all the Godzilla books, but just the ones that I had at hand. Godzilla 2000. I can't see anything. Godzilla 2000. Godzilla World's End. There's two more in the series. Godzilla versus the Robot Monsters and Godzilla's Returns. Novelizations of the movies. Godzilla. Godzilla King of the Monsters. While I collect Godzilla merchandise and enjoy the movies, I am in no way an expert. I hope I haven't given any wrong information, but yeah, if I have, if anybody watches it, let me know. Drop a comment below. Okay, kids, I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, this is more for the kids and for just for enjoyment. Uh, I'll probably drop one of these. I have I have a new job. I start next week. My days off are late Saturday, early Sunday. Uh, so I would assume either late Saturday afternoon or early Sunday mornings. You can look for the new Man in the Middle for the kids. Uh, they're not just for kids, but they're more kid based. I try to keep everything family friendly anyway. There's no swearing, no cursing. So if you any adults out there, you can watch any of my videos with the kids, and you won't be you're not gonna expose them to anything that you wouldn't want, that I wouldn't want. Rocket. I wouldn't want my kids to see myself. Rocket is trying to help. That's the background noise you see or you're hearing. And thanks again. I will see you next week. Once again, I'm Bill West. I'm the man in the middle. I hope you had fun.